Dear friends, this Shabbat we'll be reading the Torah portion of Re'eh. And in this week's Torah portion, we find something very fascinating. That the Torah tells us what happens if someone shows up and claims he's a prophet and starts telling you futuristic things or making miracles happen. And you would think, wow, if someone can make a miracle happen, they must be spiritual and they must be holy and special, and whatever they say I'm going to do. And the Torah tells us it doesn't make a difference what they do for you. But if at any time they ask you or they nudge you to do something against the Torah, immediately walk away from them. It's a sin to be involved with them. Because not every time that someone does something that you think is spiritual and has some godly power doesn't mean it's coming from God. Even in those areas, we have to know that the bottom line of knowing what is right and what is wrong is by looking at the Torah. And no one can ever talk in the name of God and contradict the Torah. So we have many prophets throughout our history. I'm not talking about the correct prophets. We have many people throughout history have come and said prophecies about what they think is the correct thing to do today and how what was relevant at one time is irrelevant today. These things are not part of the Torah today. They're not important. They were there for a specific era, a specific time, in a specific region. So we must know that there's only one word that counts, and that is what's written in the Torah. In the 5 books and all its interpretations, this is the true word. If you want to know the truth, look in the Torah. And if anyone tries to lead you away from the Torah and gives you all kind of great arguments, and even if they show you miracles, and even if they show you some spirituality, it means absolutely nothing, because as Jews, it's all about what God wants. And what God wants was already told us once clearly in the Torah. And even today, our real guidance for life and what's right and wrong, morally moral, is not in the court of public opinion. It's not even based on the people who claim that they are spiritual. It's simply based on the Torah. It hasn't changed and never will change. So as Jews, this is what we have to know. Learn the Torah. Become knowledgeable. Before you make arguments why Torah doesn't make sense, first learn what the Torah says. Understand what is going on. And you will find the richness of the Torah, and many of the laws that you thought were archaic, you'll find are more relevant today than they ever were, are more meaningful today than they ever were. And this is what a Jew has to look forward to. So Re'eh, you want to see clearly what is going on, you want to have clarity in your life, don't follow just people who call themselves prophets and spiritual people, seances. Follow the Torah. And the Torah will give you the clarity, the guidance, the direction. It will give you the blessing of a full, complete life, doing what you're supposed to do. And especially as we're going Shabbat and Sunday into Rosh Chodesh, beginning of the final month of the year, the month of introspection, where the Alter Rebbe, the first Chabad Rebbe, told us it's akin to the king in the field when God comes out more into the open, so he's more accessible to all of us, to be able to be inspired, to create a closer connection to God, to have a greater clarity, and to be able to lead a more beautiful life. As we finish off the year beautifully, and God willing, we'll begin the new year with great blessings and all of the good things that come with it. So I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. May God bless you all, love you all. Shabbat candlelighting time in Montreal, 7:18 p.m.